Learn English to Gujarati debate verbs. Admit, refute, clarify and
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
welcome to the great office mango mystery. Hey, you're about to learn some very smart Gujarati words without sounding like a robot in a tie. We will use a ridiculous story, because your brain loves drama almost as much as it loves snacks. Welcome, brave learner. Today you walk into an office where one mango has disappeared from the shared fruit bowl. This is not just any office. It is an office full of dramatic people, one suspicious stapler, and a manager who treats missing fruit like an international crisis. In this chaos, you will learn how to say important things in Gujarati. When someone finally blushes and says they must,
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
you know they need to admit something. When the intern waves papers and tries to,
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
they want to refute something. The serious analyst brings charts to,
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
meaning to substantiate something. Then grandma from accounting zooms out and helps everyone.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
If the boss starts talking in circles, you politely ask to.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
If two suspects look equally guilty, you try to.
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
And if you find mango juice on somebody's keyboard, well, now you can.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
See? Vocabulary with fruit-based justice. The confession nobody ordered. Let us start with the most human moment, the awkward confession. You know, that moment when silence gets so loud it could pay rent. Rita stood up and said, I need to.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Single quote. Everyone gasped like she had announced she was secretly 3 parrots in a coat. In English, to admit something is,
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
say it slowly.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Example. After the meeting, I had to.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Single quote. Funny image for memory. A cat steals lunch, sits under a spotlight, and proudly decides to.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Mini drill. I made a mistake. I must.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Mini drill. Sometimes it is hard to.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
Courtroom energy in the break room. Now the office has split into teams. One side says Rita took the mango. The other side says the mango achieved spiritual freedom. When you want to refute something, in Gujarati you say.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
Say it with calm logic, not with flying paper clips.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
Example. The lawyer tried to.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
With clear evidence. In the story, Mohan says, no, I can.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
Rita was in a meeting when the mango vanished. Memory trick. Imagine a giant stamp marked.
ખંડન.
Smashing a silly rumor flat. Quick contrast. To admit is.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
But to refute is.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
One accepts blame, the other destroys a false claim. Bring receipts, not vibes. Now we level up from dramatic denial to serious support. Because in arguments, confidence is nice, but documents are nicer. To substantiate something in Gujarati is.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
This means you support an idea with proof, data, facts, or strong evidence. In our story, the analyst opens a spreadsheet with the intensity of a movie hero opening an ancient treasure chest and says, I can.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
The security camera shows exactly who visited the fruit bowl. Think of building a wall. A weak opinion is just one brick. 2.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
Is to add cement, steel, and maybe an overenthusiastic engineer. Try it. Good data can.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
In a report. Again.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
Breathe, it was just a mango. At this point, the office manager is acting like the missing mango caused the fall of civilization. So it is time for perspective. To put something into perspective is.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
This phrase helps you zoom out and see the bigger picture.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
Grandma from accounting says, friends, let us.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
It is one mango, not a dragon attack. Example. Talking to her helped me.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
Single quote. Funny memory. Imagine someone literally putting a tiny problem inside a giant golden picture frame. Mini reminder. This does not mean ignore the problem. It means understand it in context, or
પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
wait, let me clarify. Every good mystery has one person who says, actually, that is not what I meant. Usually 5 minutes too late, but still useful. To clarify something is.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
This is what you say when confusion enters the room wearing sunglasses and pretending to be helpful. In the office, the boss says, I want to.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
When I said protect company fruit, I did not mean start interrogating the photocopier. Useful example. Can you?
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
For me? Another. Before the meeting, I need to.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
Single quote. Memory image. Wiping fog from a mirror until everything becomes clear. That is.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
Spot the difference, detective. Now 2 employees both claim innocence, both look nervous, and both suspiciously smell like mango shampoo. Time to compare carefully. To differentiate something is.
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
You use this when you need to notice the difference between similar things. In the story, the intern says, we must.
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
Between the real culprit and the innocent snacker. Example. Children learn to.
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
Over time. Another example. Can you?
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
In this picture? Funny memory trick. Imagine a detective seriously investigating 2 almost identical socks. Magnifying glass, dramatic music, no dignity, full learning power, the juice stain of truth. And now, the final blow. Evidence appears. Someone has mango juice on their keyboard, their sleeve, and somehow their forehead. To prove something is.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
Say it like you are holding the winning document.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
Example. They must.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
In court. In our mango case, the team can finally.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
The accountant ate the mango during a spreadsheet emergency. Quick link. Evidence helps you.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
And strong evidence can also.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
Mini drill. With these documents, I can.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
Lightning review challenge. You are doing great. Now let us test your memory before the imaginary office starts a second investigation about a missing samosa. If you say, I did it, you.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું.
If you destroy a false claim with facts, you.
કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું.
If you support a claim with strong evidence, you.
કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો.
If you zoom out and see the big picture, you.
કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી.
If you make confusion clear, you.
કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું.
If you notice differences between similar things, you.
કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
If you show something is true with evidence, you.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
Goodbye, detective of languages. Nice work today. You survived advanced vocabulary, office drama, and a mango scandal with style. Thank you for learning with me. Today you practiced how to.
કંઈક સ્વીકારવું. કંઈકનું ખંડન કરવું. કોઈ બાબતને મજબૂત આધાર આપવો. કોઈ વસ્તુને પરિપ્રેક્ષ્યમાં મૂકવી. કંઈક સ્પષ્ટ કરવું. કોઈ વસ્તુમાં ભેદ કરવો.
And.
કંઈક સાબિત કરવું.
Repeat them again tomorrow, use them in your own sentences, and do not worry if they feel formal at first. Practice makes them natural. Thanks for listening, keep going, and keep practicing your Gujarati a little every day.